What's up, guys? We have another episode of Who Wants to Be a Scene Kid on To All the Crowded Rooms. And today we have back on Nik Velleca of Wax Vessel. You may love him, you may hate him because you didn't get a record, but we have him back on our channel and he's gonna answer some questions, some scene trivia, and more specifically, these questions today are catered towards the MySpace deathcore group and stuff like that. So if you're watching this and want to see Nik fail, then hit that like button because you know the fucking vibes. Let's get into this.
All right, yeah, let's get
Nik,
into it.
How do you feel? How do you feel about this?
I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I've never been, because you know how it goes. You guys probably have friends and colleagues and acquaintances that, don't give a shit about anything that you like. So you never really get to talk about it, right? So, here we are. It's the dream scenario, right? It's like, oh man, I'm going to get quizzed on all of this bullshit knowledge I've been retaining over the past 15 years.
Right?
Like, incredible.
When we were talking about this, it's like, oh my God, who knew that my obsession when I was 13 years old is coming back to make, me content when I'm in my 20s. Isn't this amazing?
I wish I still had my old like Chrome browser with all my saved like bookmarks from like all of these like MySpace profiles. I'd just go and I'd be able to hammer it out really quick. So we'll see how we do it. I'm going in cold.
Hell yeah, man.
For everyone watching, they did not brief me beforehand. Like, I'm going to get roasted here, I can tell.
Did you know that there's a MySpace deathcore Facebook group?
Are you in it? So there's a couple. So, again, I don't know if Mikey touched on, the most hated part of it, but yeah, there's a couple: MySpace Revival, MySpace Resurgence, MySpace Deathcore, the Metal and Core Collectors, which kind of spills over into all of that. But MySpace Deathcore is a good place. I can't shit talk it because someone's gonna watch it from that. So yeah,
okay.
great group.
I'm posting this video.
I'm not even gonna shit talk it. So here's the funny part. So my girlfriend's like 3 or 4 years older than me, and her friends were like super into MySpace deathcore, like to the point like it's nuts. And so I met one of her best friends from high school recently who was in this band called, I think, Murder in Greenwich. They're like a Lancaster band.
That's what I'm saying. I have that CD, nothing but samples. Like that's
never fucking heard of them. Never heard of them.
$200 CD.
Yo,
well,
he gave me
one of the band members found a box or something. But
yeah, it was Stevie. It was the kid I met.
Oh
fucking
shit!
Shout out Stevie. He gave me a CD for free because we were talking. Because I've been in bands and like I'm in a band recently.
Okay.
I'm actually home from the studio. I gotta go right the fuck back.
You came for the video.
I came for the video because this is insane. But like he was like, oh, you should definitely give this a try. And I remember talking to my girlfriend. She's like, yeah, they were pretty big locally, but like they weren't like touring and anything. All of a sudden, he's selling these CDs, and I'm like.
Yeah.
I love the resurgence of this. And by the way, Murder in Greenwich, I actually love them. They're great.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Murder in Greenwich. Like, good band. Like, no one's putting samples before breakdowns anymore. Like, they had a little bit less than Kill Whitney Dead, but still more than your average band. So, great time. Fun listen. Everyone check it out. Like, it's good stuff.
All right. With that said, we're getting into it. Mikey, do you want to get the first question?
I'll do the first question. All
Question
right.
1. Bum, bum, bum.
The frontman for which band infamously shit in a bag and threw it into a crowd at the 2002 Reading Festival? Was it A, Converge, B, Every Time I Die, C, Botch, or D, the Dillinger Escape Plan?
Wow. So I appreciate saying that I was apprehensive about show questions, and then we lead in number 1 with a good old-fashioned show question. So this is good. Really good to set a strong precedent here for these questions. So I don't actually know the answer to this one, but I'm going to use my ACT test-taking narrowing down skills, and we're going to see if we arrive at the correct answer.
Let's try it.
Definitely not Converge, because they're too serious. They're not going to shit the band. Hydra Head's not going to shit the band, right? It's also not Botch, so it's got to be Every Time I Die or Dillinger. But Every Time I Die is too playful, where that is like not a playful move. That's kind of an aggressive shit in a bag move. So I think it's got to be Dillinger.
Final answer?
Yeah, it's final answer. We'll see how it goes. Am I out on the first round?
That's correct.
That was amazing. How you just talked that whole thing through. I was like, he ain't gonna get it. And then all of a sudden you just started like, well, it's not this. And I'm just like, He got it.
That's the only way I got through those standardized tests. I read a book that was like how to narrow down answers, and that was it. You're left with 2, and you flip a coin based on your gut. So
very well done.
I'm off to a good start. We'll see how it holds up.
Yeah. All right. So question 2. Which band's name was originally inspired from the comedian Mitch Hedberg? Was it A, Arsonist Get All the Girls, B, Dr. Acula, was it I Rustled a Bear Once, or Suicide Silence?
So, not to be Mr. Forma, so I do know this one, but let's talk about why it isn't Suicide Silence, right? Because it's not a Mitch Hedberg joke. So it's not that, right? And I almost got tripped up on this just because Mitch Hedberg has this joke. I've seen it on a couple other places. Like I want to say, maybe is it a Scrubs reference? I think it's got to be Dr. Acula. Like that's the classic, Mitch Hedberg, Dr. Acula. What do we got?
Final answer?
That's the final answer.
Correct.
Oh God.
Yo,
the build-up is too intense.
Right?
Okay.
We're gonna put music in it. But I have a Dr. Acula story.
Ooh, what is that?
So in New Jersey, there was this really kind of famous, especially for where we were, venue called Hangar 84.
I was there.
Okay, yeah. So so I was 13 when I played my first show there. Like it was like a local showcase to kind of show that you're at least kind of semi-professional, so you can start opening for the bigger acts.
Sure.
And,
how were your pre-sales on that?
That one not bad because we were in high school and it was very easy.
Sure.
If I had to do that now, oh my God.
I know.
But so I went there, and the owner of the venue, her name was Michelle. Rest in peace, Michelle. She met me at the door, and I told her I'm here for blah blah blah, and she's like, "Oh, okay." She came back with tickets. She's talking to me. She asked how old I was. I told her 13. She was like, "Are you staying for the show?" And I was just like, "I can't. My dad was sick." And it was Dr. Acula. So she took me back, met them in the green room. They got me a shirt and took pictures with me. I was like on cloud 9 because I loved Slander, like the album. I had it. It was so good. But yeah, Dr. Acula, a bunch of great dudes.
Hell yeah.
So what would you say your most crucial Dr. Acula album is? Because I think it's Below Me for me.
I came in on Slander. So like
Okay.
stage I think it was the song Stage 5 Clinger and like Who You Gonna Call?
Sure.
Out of there.
Okay.
That was my favorite.
No, I'm about it. All right.
All right, let's get to the next, John. All right. What festival is coined the most extreme tour of the year? Is it A, Mayhem, B, Ozfest, C, Taste of Chaos, or D, Summer Slaughter?
So, knowing kind of the context of this episode, right? I actually don't know the taglines for all of these festivals, but it can't be Ozfest. Like they're self-aware enough to know that it's not Ozfest is the most extreme festival of the year, right? So let's cut that one out of here. I mean, running in the circle. I mean, is it the most extreme festival of the year? Is Fall in the Brawl the most extreme festival of the year? I think so, but I think I got to give it to Summer Slaughter. Like that's the big deathcore kid. Yearly festival, good posters, good art, high production quality, everyone's amped. Cattle Decapitation always plays it. So, you can't have the most extreme festival of the year without Cattle Decap. So, got to be Summer Slaughter, I think.
And that's your final answer.
That's the final answer. Lock it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good job.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Yeah, see, you're 3 for 3 right now. You're doing really good.
That's okay. It's
You're
not
doing
the
great.
worst anyone's done. Okay.
That's the
Good.
best anyone can do. Number 4. Yep. Daryl Palumbo, frontman of Glassjaw, also fronted which band? Was it A, Boys Night Out, B, Head Automatica, C, Envy on the Coast, D, The Juliana Theory?
God, this is tough. So here's the thing about Glassjaw, right? I love those records they did. So it's the most intricate, well-pressed, coolest fucking record in the entire world. So just from a collector standpoint, from a guy in the vinyl scene, I'm like, boy, do I love Glassjaw. But do I love Glassjaw? You know, like everyone is kind of ethereally aware of Glassjaw. Fuck, this is a fun fact. I don't know this one, but I know he's in a band that's bigger. So I haven't heard of 3 of those, and I've heard of Head Automatica. So I guess it's got to be that one. I don't know. Someone's gonna send a fucking mail bomb to my house or something. So who knows? All right, I'm gonna do that one. Let's lock it in.
Final answer?
Oh fuck! I didn't like that face, but I don't know. Yeah, let's rip it. We'll have a bye on this one. I'll get the next one, but I don't think it's that 4th one. What was the 4th one again? The Juliet something?
The Juliana Theory.
The Juliana Theory. Can I hear the options one more time?
Boys Night Out, Head Automatica,
Okay.
Envy on the Coast, the Juliana Theory.
Let's do Head Automatica. I'm gonna go with that still again.
Bum, bum, bum.
Correct.
Fuck.
I almost had you second guessing on that, John.
I know, you gave me like a little eyebrow motion, and I'm like, is he signaling? Is he blowing his poker face? It was a reverse poker face. So
I'm just fucking with you.
Stress me out.
All right, next, John. Oh, just a note on that one. I've been getting for Head Automatica, they've been like running this Facebook ad trying to sell like two different of their albums on vinyl for like the past year. It keeps popping up on my page. I'm like, damn, they can't sell these vinyls.
What did you click that got you this ad? Were you checking out some Head Automatica stuff?
Yeah, I've been jamming some of their stuff.
Yeah, they probably got you. Just buy the album. Just throw them a bump.
Yeah, they
just
need
buy it.
They need it.
Yeah, apparently.
All right, next, John. Name the band whose members were hospitalized in critical condition after their bus collided head-on into a tractor trailer. Was it A, Stick to Your Guns, B, The Fall of Troy, C, The Ghost Inside, or D, He Is Legend?
Oh my God, I thought I definitely had it locked in. So there's been so many bus accidents, right? Like that, lost his leg, I think I saw it all over Metal and Core Collector. So that first one, what was the first one you said?
Stick to Your Guns.
Stick to Your Guns? Okay, so it's not 2 and 4. Oh, is it Stick to Your Guns or The Ghost Inside? Like they just did that album with all the photos of all their fans, and like everyone was like, "You're back! Like you did it!" Like it was like this whole thing, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And like I didn't buy it, but like I saw that, like I was in there. Oh, I think it's okay. It's Ghost Inside, not Stick to Your Guns. Ghost Inside.
Final answer.
I got it.
Final answer.
Hit me with it.
It's facts.
Correct.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Dude,
Once you were like, yeah, he lost his leg, I was like, oh yeah, he knows it.
But Stick to Your Guns and The Ghost Inside, like all of those bands in that kind of,
they're pretty similar.
They all kind of run together, right? I was thinking After the Burial the whole time, because of that, because of my, right? So I was like, is that where they're going with this? And then I was thinking that.
Surprised.
Stick to, Ghost Inside, After the Burial. Like I was getting hung up on words and band name structure. I was overthinking it.
Well, you got it.
But well, end result, right?
This next one though is similar to the last question.
Yeah, so we're pretty morbid.
Okay, I'm into it.
What band's original vocalist passed away in a motorcycle accident? Was it A, Power Trip, B, Destroyer Destroyer, C, The Red Shore, or D, Suicide Silence?
So, I'm so sorry, I need to have a little notepad. What was the first one you said?
Power Trip?
Power Trip, I mean, RIP, regardless, right, of not being the answer to this question. But, fuck, Power Trip ruled. So it wasn't Destroyer Destroyer. I know that one because, that one I did.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go with Suicide Silence on that one. What was the O?
You froze for a second.
Oh, okay. No, okay, I'm back. But also, and again, in the context of, morbidity, like how good was that final show though, right? Like how often do you watch that DVD? Like Johnny Davey and like Phil Bozeman getting up there and just cranking it on those songs.
Oh my God.
Like,
so couple things. Number one, I don't know why, when Mitch Lucker passed away, I remember I was on a bus coming out of school when I heard the news, and I actually cried. It was the only person, because like I don't like with death, especially celebrity death, I'm like, I don't care.
Right.
But for some reason that just hit so hard as like a little kid. I was so distraught.
That one was tough for me too, because the cleansing, people forget what a big deal the cleansing was. I feel like I mean, up until that point, everyone was doing these raw, shitty garage demos, and then that live track fucking cleansing came out, and it just ruined everything. Just probably to this day, most seminal. Oh, what's up?
Oh, there we go. Cool.
We didn't have internet for a
Yeah,
second.
our internet's squonky.
Oh, okay. No, you're good. You guys came through on mine. It was looking good.
Cool.
Do I need to redo that?
No, you're good. Let's just get to the next question.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Okay, yeah, right on. Oh,
Suicide
Suicide
Silence.
Silence. Final answer, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, that's correct. Sorry,
Yeah.
I kind of gave that one away, but you seem
We'll
very
play the
confident
music
on
right
it.
now.
All right. This one I think is a little tough, but I think of all people,
Okay.
you'll know this one.
Don't make it harder than it already is. Okay, all right.
This
All
one's
right, let's
relating
hit it.
to actually no.
Okay, let's just we'll hit it cold.
Off With Her Head was the one-man army metalcore side project for what other band? And a hint for this one, it was notable for its Little John remix. Was it A, Broken Side, B, See You Next Tuesday, C, O, or D, Duck Duck Goose?
Off With Her Head. So I'd like to feel that. So I know it's not Off With Her Head. Dude, I don't know. That's a deep dive, right? So I can pretty confidently say that it's not Duck Duck Goose, though. So I'm going to draw a line through that one pretty quick. And then it was what was it? Duck Duck Goose.
See You Next Tuesday.
See You Next Tuesday.
And Broken Side.
And Broken Side. I don't think that it's Broken Side, but a little John cover that does kind of seem up that alley. So, I was more of a Dot Dot Curve man myself, more so than Broken Side, but I'm gonna give it to Broken Side. Let's see how it rolls out.
Is that your final answer?
It's the final answer. I don't think I could have done it without the hint, but oh no.
Wrong.
No way. Fuck, who was it?
So it was O.
Oh.
So it was one of the members of O. He had a side project called Off With Her
Okay.
Head, and they had a couple albums. You could look. Hold on, let me try to pull it up right now. So if you go on YouTube right now, they have an album up there. I tried finding the other ones that I found like in deep archives on the internet, but I couldn't find any of those. But there's one on YouTube called A Heart of Lions, and that's got the Lil Jon remix on it. So if anyone wants to go check that out, it's fucking sick.
I'll check it out because I know Brendan is got his fingers on all kinds of rap stuff. So I guess you know what? Honestly, I was kind of one trick pony type of thing. I'm like, man, that EP fucking crunched, and I didn't really, when that kind of dissolved, I didn't really follow anyone after that. So shame on me. That's fair. All right, I'll take it. I'll take the L on that.
Don't forget,
Gentlemen,
you
that's a
also
stumper.
Yeah, you also have your phone a friend and your 50/50. So if you ever want to use those, got those too.
Okay, I got you. All right. Well, locked in. So how many are total? I got to ration these.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more.
Okay. Fuck, I got to save them for the hard ones then. Also, I will say that was a super aggressive wrong, by the way. I felt that spiritually, right? The double thumbs down and the big like that's enough pressure to not get any more wrong. That's tough. Okay.
I gave you anxiety. I'm sorry, dude. I hope I was giving the viewers anxiety.
I hope so too. That's what I'm saying. It's all about suspense. They're like, man, this guy's gonna get one wrong. What a dream.
All the Wax Vessel fans are like, come on, and then all the people that didn't get their vinyls are just like, fuck
obvious.
this guy.
That like bar is gonna be 50-50.
Oh yeah. All right, so this next one,
okay,
I pray to God you get, because this is gonna be the hated one. If you get it wrong. Okay.
I hope so.
Pressure's on. Okay. What band is famous for being the shredded wheat band?
I don't know. Let's hear the answers.
Is it A, Job for a Cowboy, B, Waking the Cadaver, C, Disfiguring the Goddess, D, Annotations of an Autopsy?
So do you want the band or the song? Because, I mean, as much as I love Annotations of an Autopsy, as much as I love, Job for a Cowboy, we all know that it's Chased Through the Woods by a Rapist by the one and only Waking the Cadaver.
God damn right it is.
Truly it is.
Wow.
So here's a follow-up question, though, and you have 4 choices. Which version of that song is your favorite version of the song? Is it the demo version, or is it the super froggy vocal redux of it? Because I don't know how I feel about the redux, to be honest. Like,
the one. Okay, so the one with the video that kind of went viral, the one we're actually talking about, that was the demo version, wasn't it?
That was the demo. Yeah, that was the old version.
Yo, it was a demo version for me. But have you ever read the actual lyrics?
No, I've just seen that blue screen Windows Movie Maker.
So funny.
Fake lyric version.
I showed him today. Go read the lyrics. Go read the lyrics. It is there. You look at it and you're like, there's no way he's saying that.
Which is great, because who's I guess listening to.
Look it up.
Jamie. Give me the greatest hits. Give me the line that did it for you.
Oh yeah, no.
There it is.
I know there's an anchor word. I think they say meat a lot in there.
Okay. Tonight this cunt will pay. My dick will beat her face. Her life
Classic.
And her cunt are mine. This slut shall now see. All right, that's
it's
what's
bad.
The dun, 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 like, what's that part? Like, what are those ones?
Oh, the sweet labial meat, is that the part?
There's some meats in there. I knew it.
Yeah, yo, dude. Wow. How these men have girlfriends.
Crazy.
My mom watches this shit. I'm gonna hop off this.
Sorry. You said some naughty ones on this one.
I know.
I'm telling you, I was doing lyric sheets for Partisan Turbine. I was getting all those lyrics together, and the whole time I was oh no. Oh boy. Does anyone want to read these?
Wait,
it was a different time.
I was listening to the O-Tenties, and I think you used to have the lyrics for it on the Bandcamp, but now I can't find the lyrics anywhere.
So it's in the insert of the booklet. So I switched Bandcamps at one point. So it's a kind of a slow process of putting everything into the new Bandcamp. So coming soon, all the lyrics that I have, I will put up for stuff, but you don't need to see the lyrics for that one either. That one's,
I know.
That one's totally fine. You're good on that.
Yeah. It's not about the lyricism.
No, it is not.
All right.
Do you know, do you have a lot of knowledge about labels and what bands are signed to what labels?
To a degree. We'll see what happens.
Alrighty, so which one of these bands were not signed to Ferret Records?
Oh, okay.
So we got A, See You Next Tuesday, B, Heavy Heavy Low Low, C, Dance Club Massacre, or D, Gwen Stacy.
It's tough, because on some of these, in an effort to keep it conversational, it's man, I got to think about these options. I do know a lot about Ferret, right? Because that's they're the water line, they're the benchmark for shit that rules in 2008. Mm-hmm. So I haven't thought about Gwen Stacy in a hot minute though. So thank you for that. I'm gonna hit that later. That's a good one.
Yo, that My Friends Over You cover, that shit was fire.
Yeah. Dude, I have Ferret is so funny. I don't know. If you Ferret and Suburban Home and all that kind of stuff going on, it's they were at the forefront of doing obscenely cool records before anyone else was, and then doing way too many and then selling them for $1. So absolutely huge inspiration to like what I'm doing. Like Ferret is the GOAT. See You Next Tuesday is the GOAT. So, I mean, it's Dance Club Massacre, unfortunately. Not that, you know, Black Market Activities is any slouch, but, you know, it is Dance Club Massacre. We're not signed to Ferret.
Correct.
Final answer.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on because we got a lot of these.
I know. Okay. All right. I'm laser beam.
Oh no.
You're killing it.
You're killing it. All right.
I appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
All right, we're switching it up a little bit. It's not gonna be like deathcore the whole time. So here's a curveball. Beartooth bassist.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Got it.
Okay. Used to be the lead vocals in what pop punk band? I Call Fives, Major League, or I Call Fives, Major League, With the Punches, or City Lights?
So, like, you know, I liked. So, I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one. So we're gonna work through this here. So, I mean, fuck. I mean, so I like Attack, but it's like and I followed Shomo to a bit, but I didn't like really get into the whole Beartooth thing. You know what I mean? So now we're like two layers removed from the thing that I was into. So that's a tough one. And I'm sure to people, they're like, oh, you fucking idiot. Like, that's obviously the answer, right? I don't know. Let me hear the options again.
A, I Call Fives. B,
Sure.
Major League. C, With the Punches, or D, City Lights.
So I think it's With the Punches or City Lights. I think it's one of those two because both of those sound familiar. But I think I gotta go with With the Punches, I think.
Final answer?
Final answer. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's fair. Who was it?
City Lights.
Fuck. Okay. All right.
City Lights was banging. They didn't go anywhere that big, but they were banging.
I went to their reunion show. They played a reunion show with the Punches in Poughkeepsie, and it was fucking sick.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, that one's trick because I feel like I've watched enough, top 10 easy core breakdown videos in my life, to have heard City Lights and With the Punches. So I've definitely heard a breakdown, but those sound really similar. To someone who's not an easy. I mean, that's a good question. Well written, well structured, very tricky.
Gotcha.
You got me.
Actually, that was
totally got.
That was a fan of the channel wrote that in. We did a post the other day saying write in if you have any questions. So shout out.
Interesting. Shout out to whoever that was. That's
I'll add the
intricate
handle.
question. Yeah, that's a good one. You can tell that they listen to a lot of that stuff because that's misleading. It's a tough one.
I love trivia.
All right. I think you're going to know this one. This one was fun.
Okay.
What band had an alleged scandal involving the card game Uno?
Okay, who knows? Let's hear the options.
Was it A, Suffocate, B, Salt the Wound, C, Rose Funeral, or D, I Declare War?
So, I mean, here's the funny thing is that if you knew about the Uno incident and you didn't know who the band was, it probably could have been any four of those bands, right? Like, right? Like, I mean, what the fuck? Like, so that was almost something like, man, are people gonna remember the Uno incident? Do I have to do a disclaimer or something when I put this out? Or do I have to make a post saying, the Uno incident? And the answer is no, I guess. So this is hilarious that this is like getting brought up again. But I'm gonna go with Rose Funeral on this one, and that is my final answer.
Final answer? That is his final answer.
Okay.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Oh. Well, I mean, you think you have to go to the paragon of metal news? You got to go to Metal Sucks and get the full down low.
There's an interview where they talk about it. Yeah,
but basically, some kids were playing Uno, and they're like, "Stop playing Uno," and then they're like, "Fuck you!" And allegedly, some people got the shit beat out of them. Who knows? But it was literally like a game of Uno. It was the Uno incident.
That's funny.
Like, I know.
That's amazing.
I think everyone was literally like a teenager, though. I think like 17, 18. When this went down, because Rose Funeral's been around forever. Like they were, they've been putting stuff out for a while. So I think it was maybe not super early days, but young. And then you kind of read about it, and you're like, what? Like a bunch of teenage metal dudes got into a fight. Like, whoa, stop the presses, right? Like, so I all in good fun. You know, being from Ohio, you know, you hear about stuff like that from your friends who were there. You're like, oh, that's crazy. Like, that's wild. But, you know, I didn't think it was going to be national, you know, metal sucks material, but
no, it's funny.
Anything is metal sucks material.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know if you would have known about that when I was reading the article, and then when I found the video of like them being interviewed, the interviewer was just like, "Now everyone wants to know, and everyone's talking about the Uno incident." And I was just like, "I think Nick might know about this."
That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
That was a blip. That's a funny one.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Okay. What is the name of the band that is made up of members of Job for a Cowboy, The Black Dahlia Murder, and Deeds of Flesh? Is it A, Shut In, B, Serpent of Gnosis? That's how you say that.
What are the other options?
Darko or Commissioner?
So, I mean, a lot of good supergroup bands in there. Like, can we talk about Commissioner for a second before we jump into it? Like, hilariously good. But I'm really big.
Do you want to go through and say who was in those bands?
Oh, so Commissioner was Cameron Argan, aka Big Chocolate from Disfiguring the Goddess, and Mitch from Suicide Silence, which was like a weird kind of pseudo dubstep with cool Mitch vocally project that everyone's doing now.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Right? Like it was kind of ahead of its time. Like, I've got that CD. It's in a shitty digibag type thing, but it's a cool one. Like that logo, like the question mark Chanel logo, like all cool. Definitely cool. The other ones I do not know as in depth. I don't remember the other three.
So Shut In was I'm sorry. Do you want to say your final answer first?
Final answer was Serpent of Gnosis, because I love 1126. Like, they're a great label, and I describe everything that they put out, and I saw that it was Johnny Davey-esque, and I bought it on a whim, and that art fucking slams, and like that's a heater. Like, that's a good album. So I'm gonna go with Serpent of Gnosis.
Fuck yeah, you got that right.
Right.
So Shut In was Vincent from the Acacia Strains side project, and Darko was the side project of members of Amur and Chelsea Grin.
Yeah, Darko's new.
Okay.
Darko only has like 3 or 4 songs out. It's the drummer of Amur and Tom Barber of Chelsea Grin. Who
really?
It's amazing.
That's the new singer.
Is
right?
it?
The new singer.
Is it weird? Is there like turntable scratches and stuff in it? Like, is it weird? Is it like,
it's heavy as fuck, but like there's no turntable scratches. It's guitar effects. It's that like new age metalcore that yeah.
But is there a lot of like really corny, cheesy cleans in it though?
No.
Oh.
It's heavy as fuck. It is.
Cool.
It is like. It is.
All right.
Dude, it's heavy as shit.
I'll check that out when we're done. If I hear a clean though, I'm going to be back, and I got 10 questions for you, which is why are you a bitch? I don't want to listen to that. So I'll check that out. That's going to be good. Okay. Fuck yeah, I'm into it.
Nick, I didn't know you were one of those guys.
Oh, 100% one of those guys. 100%. Absolutely one of those guys.
Wow. All right. Did you just ask the last one?
Yeah. Okay. It's your turn.
All right. What band featured a cameo of Mr. Belding in this Saved by the Bell parody music video? Was it A, I Wrestled a Bear Once, B, We Butter the Bread with Butter, C, the Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza, or D, Design the Skyline? Okay,
so another small tangent. Do we have enough time to talk about Design the Skyline? And how criminally underrated they were. They're that fucking fucking good. They're so good. Like, if you were to listen to Crystal Swords Kill the Hordes, and no one was to tell you that was Design the Skyline, you would go, holy shit, this fucking slams. And then they say, oh, it's Design the Skyline. Oh, I hate those guys. Wrong. Everyone's wrong. Extra Large Kids slammed. Design the Skyline slammed.
They're bad.
They were just a little bit too late. They were right on the tail end.
You're literally talking shit on clean vocalists. Are you shitting me? Yeah, have you heard them? That made every scene kid who liked like Ask Alexandria, who was, I'm still there, who go, this is bullshit. No, I'm not listening to his horse shit.
So
he's wrong.
Very true. It is horse shit. But
They're
also, in my new brain, in my recollection brain, now that I've absorbed the context of the time, like it was dank, like it was good, like they got a raw deal. Like looking back, they were just a little bit too late. If that was 2 years earlier, they'd be, doing something. But they got a raw deal. So, but also, like Brendan from Design the Skyline, he's in Wineville now, which is good. Like they put something out on Chugcore, and it's not clean at all. Like it just slams. So I mean, Wineville's good. Like check them out. Design the Skyline rules. Not the answer to this question. I just I love Design the Skyline. I love talking about it any chance I get.
You got any of their vinyls? Do they have vinyls?
No, they never did any, unfortunately. Which I would love to do. If anyone knows anyone Design the Skyline, like hit me up. Like I'd love to do it. I tried to do Extra Large Kids, which was their old band before Design the Skyline, which was a bit more rough around the edges, like way more wonky.
I now need to know what that is. I will say about the Design the Skyline, they had a cool album art. They had a cool album.
They did have cool album art, right?
And had an album named Nevea, which is Heaven backwards. It was sick.
Yeah. So go do this for me in 2020. Go listen to that intro, that first song, Crystal Swords to Kill the Hordes, with an open mind, and let me know. Like send me a text. Hey Nick, this does or does not slam. Like let me know how it goes, because it does. Spoiler alert.
Dude, I'm with you, bro.
I'm a man of taste, a man of culture. I can tell.
If it's weird, I'm into it.
All right, if it's culture, let me hear. Okay, number one, what's the answer?
Oh, I don't even remember the question anymore.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Let's go back. What band featured a cameo of Mr. Belding in the Saved by the Bell parody music video? Was it A, I Wrestled a Bear Once, B, We Butter the Bread with Butter, C, Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza, or D, Design the Skyline?
Okay, so it's not Design the Skyline, and it's not We Butter the Bread with Butter, unfortunately. Who, again, another great one. I wish they, Project Hurts sucked, terrible, garbage, didn't enjoy it. Everything past, that second album they didn't enjoy. But those first two, So I think it's got to be Danza, or was it I Wrestled a Bear Once was the first one?
Yeah.
So it's one of those two. So that seems more in character with I Wrestled a Bear Once. But I don't feel like I've ever seen a Danza music video, now that I remember. I've seen like some. I mean, I think I gotta go. I wrestled. Yeah, like is there a Danza music video that you know of? Like I don't.
Is there?
Is there? I mean, there might be. I don't know. I've seen some lyric videos when Danza 4 came out, I guess, but I feel like, have you ever seen anyone like doing anything in Danza in real life in a video? I don't know.
Real life? Are they?
Yeah, right. Are they real? I think I gotta give it to I Wrestled a Bear Once, but I'm not sure. But they had a shit ton of music videos, and they were all out there. So I think that it's an educated guess.
Final answer?
It's the final answer. Let's rip it.
Correct.
Okay.
Good job.
All right. Great.
Okay, so that music video, it's, it starts off, everyone go watch it. It's fucking hilarious. It starts off with a janitor pouring some poison into the punch at a school dance, and then Mr. Belding comes out and introduces I Wrestled a Bear Once, which is completely hilarious. And
was this on the Late for Nothing cycle? Because I kind of stopped, that one with the dog head body one, birthday cake one. I don't remember them all.
I don't remember. I think. Oh God, what was her name? Was it Crystal?
The
first vocalist?
No, the Plant's the new one. I think it was Krista.
Krista, yeah.
Yeah.
LaPlante, I'm pretty sure LaPlante is in Spirit Box.
Really?
Now. I know the old vocalist of.
Okay.
I know Krista is in a new band called Inferior Lights.
Okay.
And then I'm pretty sure LaPlante is in Spirit Box. And Spirit Box slaps.
Spirit Box does in fact slap. Plus those records are hard to come by. So they did a good job with those. What I will say though, and I'm gonna, this is my last thing on this question. Who else was listening to Slow Decay and you saw that there was a LaPlante feature and you're like, oh shit, like they're about to get on it. And then it was like some cleans, and it wasn't like, let down of the century. I was like, damn, she's about to squawk. Like she's about to get in it.
She about to squawk.
Didn't happen. Let down. Man. That's all right though.
What wasn't a letdown at the end of this music video though is when everyone barfed on each other.
Wow, I know exactly which music video you're talking about now, but I didn't remember that first part. So okay, no, question checks out. That's a correct question.
That's a solid question.
Solid question. That was in fact the intro to that music video. Okay.
Knowing he hates clean vocals, he's not gonna get this one.
Okay,
I didn't even fucking get this, and I'm a kid of that.
This is a good one.
This is hard. I didn't know this.
Let's give it a try.
After leaving Attack, what band was Austin Carlisle about to join before Of Mice and Men? Was it A, Icy Stars, B, like Moths to Flames, C, Woe Is Me, or D, Greeley Estates?
So what I'll say, just because of the way you preface this, and the fact that Icy Stars has the worst cleans, I think it's got to be them. I don't know the answer.
Shut your fucking mouth! No, they don't!
They do.
Devin Oliver is a god among men.
He's a good singer.
Yeah, he's like god of the guys that are bad. Like the reverse god. Like, whatever you want to call that.
Listen to Waking the Cadaver for fun. Stop it. You like Design the Skyline. This is horrible.
I know. It's inconsistent. It's tough to swallow. I get it. I understand.
Oh my god, and how did you get it?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck?
You got it.
I don't even want to do this no more.
Damn.
Yo.
You guys all right?
All right, so Devin Oliver. So Icy Stars were literally like 15 years old when they first released 3D. They dropped out of high school.
Yeah.
Devin Oliver, as in now, new Devin Oliver, fucking rips. Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
So let me give Icy Stars a try, because like 3D was fine, 3D, I guess.
It's a good album.
The second album was fucking horrible. It was the worst shit ever, and that is why.
So maybe that's what I heard, because I'm like, that sucks. So what should I listen to get the full experience and change my mind?
I'm Jack Smirkin' Revenge.
No, 10,000 Feet, Murder Mitten. Oh my God, any of the new ones?
Common Hours.
Okay.
See, you're talking about 3D.
Yeah,
this is stuff he already knows. He just said it. He said it was okay.
3D, I got through it. I'm like, okay, they have an idea here, and they made an album, and the album is, a well-designed unit. I just, the clean. It's like, I don't like it. I don't like listening to it.
It's okay, man. It's okay. I forgive you. You're a good guy.
I appreciate, thank you. I get self-conscious about it because there's a lot of good music out there, I'm sure, but I'm not going to listen to, the War of 1812. There's a lot of these great deathcore bands that just have, like In Dying Arms. Like, I don't want to listen to your cleans. Like, I want to listen to something heavy. I'm not trying to nurse a baby or something.
Arms. Oh my God. They're recording again. They're doing something new.
Great. Cool. Amazing. Great.
I hope it's cleanless.
All right, let's get to the next one.
Me too. I'd listen to that one. Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, you ready for the next one, Nick?
Oh,
All right. What band's frontman sparked controversy by making t-shirt designs of the Columbine shooter that had text that said, "Shoot now, question later"? Yeah, it's a lot. Is it A, Asking Alexandria? Is it B, I Declare War? Is it C, Immure? Or is it D, Trapped?
Wow. Okay, so this is another one I do not know, but let's whittle it down, right? So that's too on the nose for Trapped. Like that's not even what we're talking about here. Like they're not cool enough to do something like that ironically, right? They do it for real and we'd have heard about it. So not Trapped. I don't think it's Asking Alexandria because they're a real band. And this seems like some Jamie Hanks I Declare War bullshit, right? Like they have a long history of making shirts that people don't like. But also, Ammir's kind of edgy, and that's kind of an edgy shirt. So I think it's I Declare War or it's Immure. And I don't remember seeing that Immure shirt because I like Immure. I follow Immure. I peep their merch. Like it looks pretty good. I don't think it's Immure. I think I gotta say I Declare War. Like that feels like a classic, chug beer, pussy type of weird I declare war shirt, right? Got to be I declare war. Final answer.
Wrong. It was a mirror.
No, it was a mirror.
Okay, so in their album Eternal Enemies,
Okay.
they have their opening is called Untitled, but it originally was called Bring a Gun to School, and it's about Columbine. So like what they did was it was supposed to be the biggest shock factor. Like, dude, he released the merch when the album was about to drop. It wasn't. It was like a pre-order, and it was it was a security cam of the Columbine shooters, like a real security cam. Fucking people were so pissed, outraged. The label made them change the name before it was so they just called it Untitled.
And also,
it's amazing.
The two other members that were brothers in the band, they quit the band, and they were like core writing members of the band, and they sued the band because they're like, yo, fuck this, how are you just gonna take our brand that we built from the ground up and make this edgy bullshit? Like,
to be completely fucking honest, so I was just telling him my old band played on that with them on that old album, on that album cycle. Amazing opener. It was fucking incredible. I remember, dude, it's like iconic how fucked up the first lyrics are, get it through your fucking head, all your friends are fucking dead. And I'm like, goddamn right they are, Frankie.
I mean, so that's this feels like, classic. I guess that's the difference between highbrow and lowbrow, right? Like if I could see the shirt, I probably could have whittled it down a little better between the two. You know what I mean? But I feel like it was probably like a very good shirt.
On some real shit.
It was probably artistic and like
on some real shit. This is such a good crafted question, because I Declare does do shit like that to this day. Right, still. Right? Yeah, so, my God.
It's a good one. If you're unfamiliar with like shirts and like merch culture and shit.
Their offensive shirt game.
That's what I'm saying. I Declare War's got, they got that on lock. But
on some real shit. Talking about like really offensive merch, no one on earth beats Urban fucking Outfitters. The store. Yeah. Okay. So
you know what? Feel free to don't elucidate. Please. What?
Yo, So this happened. This happened on their web store, like 5-6 years ago. They put out a crew neck, and it just said Kent.
Oh, with the lips. Oh,
it said Kent. Oh. And it had red splatter all over it. Oh. The Kent State shooting. I was like,
tough.
Like, no, and it wasn't even to be funny. They did that. And I was like, oh, wow. That's some shit I would see Spencer's do for Halloween. Yeah. And it'd be like really bad. Yo, over everyone's head. I was like,
that's
it was taken down.
I mean, so there you go. I mean, that's the classic highbrow, lowbrow. But like, if Gucci would have done that, people would have been like, "Way to turn it on its head, Gucci!" Like that's,
you're so
way to shine the lines back on, shine the lens right back on them.
But yeah,
like Urban Outfitters, like it's
Shout out to I Declare War with their "Fuck Your Tits, Show Me Your Cunt" t-shirts.
Shout out to I Declare War with their Deathcore Dane shirt. I mean, I'm talking about MySpace Deathcore group, right? Like,
honest to God, that was the one he was just talking about. Eat pussy, chug whiskey, hail Satan.
Yeah,
amazing.
I have that tank top.
I think
God, has that shirt. Like,
did they do? I feel like they did a Westboro Baptist one too.
Probably, right?
Probably.
I mean, if it's a thing that exists, like they did a Carol like they did a Joe Exotic shirt, like they do a shirt for everything. Like,
I love them. They're an offensive clothing line that just so happens to have music.
Right, right. They just, they use their band as a commercial to sell cool shirts at shows and online, right? Like
100%.
Let's also make a note that Asking Alexandra had some pretty like offensive shirts back in the day too. Like,
Fun fact about that, because like I said, I was a little scene kid. I had the Karma's a Bitch shirt. I wore it to Chuck E. Cheese. And they told me to turn it inside out because it was offending people. I looked at her dead in the face. I said, "Which one of these kids can read?" And then she just looked at me. I was like, "So your parents are being offended?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Tell them to stop being a bitch." And I fucking turned it inside out. But I just looked at him. I was just like, "Yeah, I did that." I was all of about 8th grade. I was there for my brother.
Stick it to him.
Yeah, I did that. All right. So next,
we got 2 more.
2 more. You're doing great.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we round it out.
Dude, this is so great. What band's frontman pretended to get kidnapped as a publicity stunt to market his new album? Was it A, Amir? We have a lot of Amir shit in here.
I know. You can't talk about it without Amir, right? Like,
yeah, right? Like, that's
permeates the
all
culture,
of this
right?
shit. I'm not saying that's the answer, but all I'm saying is that sounds like some shit Frankie Palmieri would do.
It's a classic Frankie move, right?
Is it A, Amir, B, Veil Maya, C, Texas in July, or D, Upon a Burning Body?
So I don't think it's Amir, and it's not. I haven't thought about Texas in July in a minute either. So I'm I don't really have any anecdotes on any of those. So I mean, we can talk about Upon a Burning Body, right? So I mean, final answer, Upon a Burning Body. But I mean, so I remember the outrage cycle of that. They did it so weird because everyone was like, "What the fuck?" And then they're like, "Oh, just like it went for like what, like 2 days." Like, it wasn't even that long.
Oh, no. It was like a week.
Was it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, maybe
he
it
was
just
missing
felt short,
for a week.
Well, let's explain the story for the viewers that don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know at first they tweeted or they wrote, or the lead singer wrote on his Facebook saying like, "Yo, there's this sketchy ass car out front of my house that's been just driving around in circles." And then he put out another one that was just like, "Yo, I can't fall asleep tonight. I feel like there's someone in my house. What the fuck?" And then the dude went missing for a couple of days. And how did this get? Do you know how the shit got out where people are like, "He went missing"?
I just remember. So I really used to like Upon a Burning Body, right? Like they put out some bangers back in like the double aughts, right? Like early 2000s. Breakdown video champions. Right? Like everybody liked Upon a Burning Body. And then they kind of, they carved out their little niche and they kind of have become kind of a parody of themselves to a degree. Like I don't think they're any good, right? But I just remember like that album cycle, the album before it was like kind of on the fence for me. I was like, okay, like this is fine. Like how's it gonna go on their next album? Are they gonna go back to their old sound or kind of go into a direction of something I don't like? And then I saw all this drama going down. And I'm like, yeah, no, never mind. Like we're good. Upon a Burning Body. I don't need to listen to your shit anymore. Like I'm sad.
Yo, it was worth a shot. What a publicity stunt.
Yeah, I mean, right?
on a mid-tier metalcore / deathcore band.
Right. It's like, who are you to think that that's going to work for you? Like, you're not a real, power to them. I mean, again, through the lens of it being 2020 now, hilarious. Like, amazing.
It's like
but at the time, everyone was it was so funny. Like, I think now he'd be like, huh, remember the time I was kidnapped? And everyone have a good laugh. Right. But like, at the time, I know that was big news. I remember that.
All right.
Last one.
We're at the final one.
Okay. Is it a heater? Is it a big one? Am I going to get it, do you think?
This one is kind of hard, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. So, what band started off as an indie band for half of their first practice before deciding to switch it up their sound to grindcore? Is it A, Gaza, B, Botch, C, Robinson, or D, the Sawtooth Grin?
So that's tough because are we talking about the Horton Heat? Are we talking about like those early? Because all of those bands kind of have members who are doing that. Because I know there's some Rich Lombardi Sawtooth side project bands that are. I mean that sounds like a fucking Sawtooth move, to be honest to you. I don't think it was Robinson. their early material was still pretty grindy. I don't know if I'd call Botch a grindcore band, to be honest with you. So I think I'm gonna maybe strike a line through that one. What was the first option again?
Gaza.
Gaza? God, those Gaza guys are so smart. It was probably them. All those intellectuals making smart boy music. They're like, we're gonna make something that people like, and then fuck it, we'll be Gaza, make shit that's great.
They're the scientists, or something like that. Were they scientists?
Wait, Gaza?
Yeah.
I don't know. Were they? I hope not. I mean, I think they'd like it if their only legacy was we were scientists, right? And not like, someone in our band was very bad and we had to, disband. Cult leader's good though. I don't think it's Gaza. That's too cool an antidote for a band as big as Gaza. So that sounds like some. Where did you find this fact? But why would Sawtooth? Where would they publish that fact? Right? Where would there be a bio where they said that? But that sounds like so in character for them. But also, none of those guys are that alternative. I guess Rich is a little bit. I don't think it's Robinson. I got it. Here's the thing. I want to say Sawtooth, but I can't, because then if I get it wrong, then I'm a fucking idiot and I look really dumb. You know what I mean? So let's split it. Let's use that 50-50.
Oh, dude, I'll make this hard.
That's wait, are you going to narrow it down to? Yeah, let's do the 50-50.
It's either Gaza or the Sawtooth Grit.
Fuck you. All right, okay. All right. Here's the thing. If it was Gaza, I feel like some dude in a cardigan would link that recording, right? They'd say, I found this recording from Gaza, because everybody loves Gaza. Like, Gaza has their own Facebook group, like Gaza posting or whatever. So it's like, that would be a thing people talk about. All right, I'm gonna say Sawtooth, only because I know Rich Lombardi is a man of many bands. That sounds about right. Let's
Final
do
answer.
Sawtooth, Grant. Lock
Final
it in.
answer.
It could be Gaza, but I'm gonna say Sawtooth.
It is
Don't.
Gaza.
It was Gaza. I haven't seen one fucking cardigan. Fuck.
So
There's
you
no
got to
Gaza
remember.
material.
So started off as an indie band for the first half of their first practice. They
Wow.
didn't. So they went into it thinking you were right. It was funny because you kind of said it. You were like, I could totally see them going into it as an intellectual and then being like, fuck it, we'll just be a grindcore band, because that's exactly what they did.
It sounds like that's what happened. Okay. All right. Well, fuck.
Do you know how many questions there actually were? Like, did you actually count?
I think it was 15.
15. So 3. You got 3 wrong out of 15. That's a passing
That's okay.
grade, my friend.
That's not
good.
too bad. That's a percentage.
Yeah, that's a passing grade.
Okay.
That's
cool.
That's at least
That's
a B
I
plus.
think. Yeah,
right?
I'll take it. Okay.
But did you have fun?
Oh yeah, that was tough. I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, they're either gonna like hit me with some softball, cornball bullshit. You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, what is the name of, I can't even think of a question dumb enough that you guys would ask it, apparently, right? Because they were all very poignant, very well structured questions.
Thank you.
There weren't too many that were egregiously, just super easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So no, well structured. I have to say, good thing I'm a mega genius, or I would have missed most of those questions. So
yeah, you are a man of knowledge.
Everything worked out.
Nick, do you think I made up for lost time with most of these questions?
I think so. I think so. We got some deep cuts on that one. I mean, there was a couple that I was wavering on, but it's giving me some stuff to check out. So I'm gonna go listen to some of these bands here. So I'm gonna have a good rest of my night. Like I feel like I've learned something from this.
I still cannot believe you got the Icy Stars one. I didn't get that.
I didn't really get it. I was just being funny, but I'm glad it worked out. If you wouldn't have said anything beforehand, I don't think I would have gotten it.
Yeah, you know how to trigger me.
Yeah, that's what happened. I was actually using psychological warfare to manipulate you.
Won.
You won. I was using my pickup artist techniques. I was neuro-linguistically programming you to give you the answer.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, man, that's it.
That's it.
Hey, guys, if you guys had fun with us, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You get the alerts.
Smash that motherfucking subscribe button. Ring the bell. Make sure you get every video delivered to your inbox from To All the Crowded Rooms. Thank you for having me. I had a blast.
And don't forget to what about you, Nick? You got any new releases
don't
coming
check
out?
my shit out. I don't want anyone else to buy anything. Like, it's shitty enough as it is. Like, just don't check it out. Just do something else. Do something else with your money. Don't come over. You're not gonna like it. You're gonna get mad.
You heard it, guys. You heard it. Don't buy any records from Wax Vessel, but
don't buy them. But I do have. I guess if you're a fan, when is this going up? Is it before or after Black Friday? Would you say?
I'm gonna get it out this week. I'm unemployed.
Oh shit. Okay. So if you get it out this week, I don't know if it's too big a teaser. Okay, tune in for. Fuck, is it too big a teaser? Okay, so tune in on Black Friday. There's going to be a merch drop from one of the bands that was mentioned in this Who Wants to Be a Scene Kid.
Ooh, tell me after.
I'll tell you after, but it's gonna be a big one. We got a fucking hockey jersey, and it's like cut and sew, like true NHL level, like patchwork. It's like fucking $100. Like, it's monstrous. Like laces, grommets, like full thing, like big ass hockey jersey with a big ass 666 on the back. Like, it's monster inverted crosses all over the fucking sleeves and stuff. Like, it's really good. So we got a big hockey jersey coming on Cyber Monday. Just because you can't order it with anything else because it's too the production time. Like, don't do it. So Cyber Monday, big ass hockey jersey, and then big ass merch drop on Black Friday from one of the bands that was mentioned here. We'll have a record on Friday too. I got a record on Monday.
I want that fucking hockey jersey.
You do want it. It's gonna be, and not to toot my own horn, but it's gonna be a legacy item because I'm gonna message you this later. When you see the band that it is for, you're going to say, Nick, why did you do this? Like, how could you have gotten this to exist in the world in 2020? This band is too big to be working with you, and they definitely shouldn't be doing hockey jerseys. So,
oh my God. Okay, so we're ending this, and I need to talk to him.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Peace.
Thank you again for having me. I had a great time.
Have a good one.
All right, who was it?
Stay on. Yeah, who is it?
Okay, yeah, that was...
Don't go see Dr. Acula.